So I was just eating my dinner, and my host grandmother said that there's a birthday party, and I was thinking like, okay, I'll just stay there, like to be polite, like, for I don't know 1 hour. I opened the door, and they started like greeting, like, "Oh my God, who is he? Well, 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 finally!" And I said like, "I'm Sam. I'm a student," and they say, "Oh, Simon, let's go. Let's like dance. Let's eat." And I spent there like 4 or 5 hours. And when I left, I was sleeping and like was thinking, what was that? Like, what happened?
Like my idea of homestay was that I'm gonna be living with strangers, and it's kind of like a dorm, but you're gonna be living with a family, kind of like renting a room. They're gonna be living their life, I'm gonna be living my life, we're gonna be separate. But then I came here and then I was like, oh, it is actually a family.
My host mom, her sister has a daughter and she had a wedding, and I was so surprised when this sister called me and she invited me. I was like, wow, that's so sweet of her, because she's not even living with me, but she still called me like personally and she invited me. That's why it's like very nice and sweet, I would say. And I know like many not bad things but sad things happened to me, like my grandma passed away and she was like there to she took me out and all these things to cheer me up, and I really appreciate it. But basically it's not really a difference from my own family, just I know that's not my biological parents, that's it, but they take care of me in the same way.
I was like amazed and surprised how nice they are and how they act with me like with their like friend or like part of the family. And they asked me questions about me, about my family, about stuff that I like. And that was like amazing, fantabulous. I don't know what can I say more.
I'd expected there to be a lot more of me having to be independent in the homestay, but it turns out they were quite accommodating. They were able to tell me when I was supposed to bring my laundry down to help me wash it, and for dinner they had everything prepared. It was already clean. The whole house was always clean whenever I got home. I enjoyed being able to just get home to a clean, fresh environment.
So I also have my responsibilities, like to wash the dishes, to keep your room clean. And to be honest, I didn't do that before. Like, I just live with my family, with my father and mother, and they did everything for me, which I think it's a great benefit, because it's like host family. They actually teach you how to live. I would not say alone, but to be an adult, I would say. So like to do stuff that like usually your parents doing.
So when I shared the fact that I'm like a really bad cook, my host mom laughed. She was like, there's no such thing as a bad cook, you just don't have any experience. And like they single-handedly taught me to make so many desserts and all of that. And I just remember we were in the kitchen, we have Netflix going on in the background, and they're taking pictures of me, they're sending it to my mom on the other side of the world. She's like, oh my god, my daughter is cooking.
She's made me somehow fix my sleep schedule by quite a bit, which before I was used to calling my friends from overseas and playing games, so it was affecting them, and I was often missing my alarms. But now I find it easier to wake up, and I managed to slowly adapt to the times.
Some people will see that as who are they? They're not my parents, they shouldn't be telling me what to do. But I think students should see that as a positive thing, that your host family is so present in the in your life, that they want to actually look after you and take care of you and teach you things that nobody else might tell you. So allow yourself to get to know them and allow them to get to know you. Don't have your guard up and don't be I already know everything, I don't want any additional thing added to me. I cannot begin to tell you how much misunderstanding can happen if you do not like allow yourself to like build that connection with other people around you.
They know how the things in Canada work, so they can help you with the simple stuff like go and buy something in the store or go to the bank and exchange money. They gonna help you with all the stuff. So I would say just focus on the study.
We became friends through the 3 years. Like even right now when I'm moving to the dorm, she still like tells me that when you go, if you feel sad or upset, you can call me, we can go out, we can have some drink or whatever. Like whenever time I feel down, I can call her, we can meet. And I would say it's a really like nice to hear that from a person who is not part of your family, but she treats you like it's like your mother, like a second mother. So
I love my host family like so much because like it's like perfect fit with me, like with all my stuff, with all my hobbies, with all who I am. You just stay with them and enjoy. That's how it works.